Welcome back to Taboo Talk. I am Travis St. John. This is Jose Guerrero. We still have not found a channel name yet.
Nope.
Just rolling right into what we were already talking about. Okay, so you sometimes think in Spanish and then translate it to English before
In my
you
head,
speak.
yeah.
Interesting.
So sometimes when I speak, I'll...
Because you've been here since when?
I've been here since 99.
How old were you?
I was 7.
Okay, 7.
Yeah. I think. I can't do math.
So you've been here for 22 years.
Yes.
Okay. That's
And I
interesting.
still think like that.
What do you dream in?
What do I dream? It
Yeah.
depends. Like,
Really?
It depends on the scenario and like depends on the story that like my mind
What?
is on. Yeah.
I like to imagine some of your dreams are just completely normal, and then the ones in Spanish are a telenovela.
Yeah. So like I had
Ignacio!
one time no with the pool cleaner. Fernando.
Dude, telenovelas are the
They're
funniest
so
shit.
dramatic.
They're so fucking
They're
funny.
so dramatic. There's a show.
Ignacio,
So-
my twin brother.
That's like an SNL sketch. No, there's a show. There's a show in Mexico called La Rosa de Guadalupe, which means
That was
Guadalupe,
so sexy the way you just said
like
that.
the Virgin
Sorry.
Mary's rose.
The Virgin
basically.
Mary's rose. Okay.
All right, the stories that they tell on there are like based on a true story, but super dramatic,
Like super exaggerated.
super exaggerated.
Oh, good.
And then they're always different. So it's like it's a full like many seasons of them, but it's kind of like Black Mirror,
Ooh.
where they're
What?
it's not that trippy.
Telenovela Black Mirror sounds.
The thing is like
amazing.
it doesn't follow like a season. Like if you watch a
Okay.
regular season TV show, you know, like whatever, Supernatural. It's
Okay.
one long story,
Yeah.
same characters, mini arcs, right? La Rosa de Guadalupe has none of that. It's just every episode is different
Okay.
for many seasons,
Okay.
and they tackle some kind of story.
Interesting.
So, oh man, they're so dramatic. There's one where this girl was hanging out with some friends, and she was getting into the wrong crowd, and they smoked weed. So they over dramatize the way that people get high.
Oh my god! Please.
So
tell me they were
there's
just
a
losing their
video
shit.
of like the girl who plays like a teenager. She's supposed to be like 13 or 14. She's goddamn 27.
Okay.
She hits this like fake cigarette
Okay.
that you can tell it's fake cigarette, and they made it look like they made it sound like a joint.
Okay.
And she hits it, and then she's just like like super dramatic. And then it's supposed to be kind of like a religious show,
What?
so that the ending is always like super dramatic, and it's supposed to be this miracle
Oh, that Jesus saved them,
that the Virgin Mary did.
dude.
So that's why the show. So at the end, anytime that they resolve the issue,
It's
this
the Virgin
wind just hits, and they sit there and they just like show. I have to show you.
Okay, I really want to and watch these with
Yes.
you. That sounds thrilling.
And they're like a yellow or red or whatever like rose just magically appears while this wind is being hit, and it's so freaking funny.
I love it. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's so good. That's so good.
Okay, there's
can't
literally a
wait.
compilation
Oh my
of
god.
them. I gotta drop the
1.2 million views.
this one's 43 minutes.
Oh my god. Oh my god, we don't care about your ad. What's an ad for?
This is for Gorilla Grills.
Gorilla Grips?
Grilla Grills, like cooking grills.
Okay,
So
first
super
off,
dramatic.
this looks like it was shot on a camcorder. A
So
continuous
this one,
sound.
I think this one's like a girl had like an eating disorder or something.
Okay.
So the dad is bullying her to stop eating,
Okay.
right? So
Oh, is this just straight up episodes?
I think this is a full episode. Holy
Oh
hell.
my god. Are they 40 minutes long?
I think so.
Holy shit.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Let me get you to the dramatic part. The dramatic part's always at the end.
I can't wait. I want to see the magic wind.
Dude,
Please look
it's
this
so
up on
fucking
YouTube.
funny.
As a matter of fact, I'll put the link to this at the bottom. Of course, they're in church.
I don't know what this.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
This is very entertaining
It's
for y'all,
so.
I know.
It's. Just wait until you see the dramatic part.
While we're looking for this, I'll tell a fun story about So I remember, first off, they have this girl, like, they stuffed her shirt. And it's so obvious. This is funny.
It's extremely obvious of like the bad acting, and then.
So for those of you who aren't seeing this, it looks like it was shot like, you remember those old, when you were in like middle school, the don't do drug videos. It's very reminiscent of like how that shot, where it looks fake as shit. It just looks
It's like
completely fake.
extremely low budget.
Yes.
Extremely low budget.
Like they probably just had their phone on a stand right here and went, doop.
Or like a camcorder.
Yeah, the lighting is goddamn awful.
It looks like, yeah, it looks like somebody just grabbed like a vlogging camera.
Jose, we're spending a lot of time on this. Anyway, so this actually reminds me, because just the ending sounds so ridiculous. I remember this so vividly. Okay, I was like,
I'm gonna have to look.
I was like 12, and I remember I turned on the TV, and there was some show that was about like these people who were getting kidnapped and all this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize I was watching a religious movie, right? And so, I shit you not, somebody please look this up and tell me what movie this is. So I'm watching these people get kidnapped. They throw them into this room. Turns out it's an incinerator. And then what happens is... Are you even listening to me?
Okay, look, I found one. Okay, I found one.
Okay.
Where the mom is mad at the daughter because she's always on her phone.
Oh my god, what was that sound?
So the mom throws the phone out the window.
They just Wilhelm screamed. The girl jumped out the window and went, "Ah!"
She ran out the window.
Oh my...
Somebody put this
okay,
sound
somebody's
on top.
adding this shit in. I thought, oh my god.
So the
that
mom
was
throws
so
the phone
funny.
out the window and the girl just
Jumps after it.
from like the third story.
You
And
would,
she- like,
you'd
it's
be
just-
alright from the third story. You'd have some
Yeah.
broken stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm watching this religious movie. They kidnap these people. They stick them in this metal room. And I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? Turns out it's a fucking incinerator. Turn it on, and then they just hold hands and start singing to Jesus. And then the bad guy is sitting outside of the incinerator, and he goes, I don't understand. They're not burning. And this other guy comes up and he goes, he's protecting them. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Have you ever seen The Boy in the Striped Pajamas?
No, I'm I don't want to cry.
When I say I cried like a little bitch, I mean it. I cried like a little bitch. Dude, it is the most
Wait.
mind-fuck-
Why does an incinerator remind you of that?
You've never seen the movie?
No.
Can I spoil it?
Yes.
So, this boy...
Hold on. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
Yes. Spoils.
So, this kid... This whole movie doesn't tell you where it takes place.
Okay.
Right? It just tells you that it happened in Germany somewhere.
Okay. Probably in Nazi Germany, but go ahead.
So this little boy just walks around. He finds a fence.
Okay.
And there's another boy on the other side.
Okay.
They become best friends.
Okay.
Every day, they go to their homes. They come back, meet at the fence. And he always has this white and black striped pajama. So they're sitting there. They become best friends.
Oh, no.
They try to hang out together. So they carve a hole underneath the fence. So this boy gets underneath.
Why doesn't he just run away?
Well,
Sorry.
he doesn't run away because he doesn't know. They don't know what's going on, right?
Okay.
The little boy goes underneath with his friend who was in the striped pajamas. And he goes, I want to come with you, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, no.
So he goes with them, and they're like, hey, we're going to go into this room. And then there's these soldiers grabbing these. I'm just like going quickly on it because it's such a good movie. So this boy goes with him. He goes with his family. They're in these like bunkers and shit. And then these soldiers comes in, and they grab all the kids and everybody, and they shove them in this room, and they lock it, and then this gas just starts going.
What?
Dude.
So he goes to be with his friend and they kill him?
They're Jews.
No, I'm aware.
Yeah, dude. So they threw them in this gas chamber, and they turned the fucking gas on, and they didn't know that there was a kid that wasn't part of the camp. So they throw him in there, and he dies. And it turns out he's like the son of one of the Nazi Germany like soldiers that lived near the fucking camp. It's wild, dude.
Dude,
It's wild.
why was this based on a true story?
I don't know. I don't think so. But it's such a crazy movie. When you
That
said
sounds terrible.
yeah.
Like, that doesn't sound like... I need to look it up.
Okay, look. So this is.
Okay.
I finally found a scene.
Back to telenovelas.
I don't know. This is the Rosa de Guadalupe. I don't know what happened in this one. It's just that one clip because they always play this super dramatic music, and they look off into the distance.
Okay, good. It isn't true
and then
story.
this wind just hits them.
My God.
Every episode literally has that.
She looks like she's coming. Yeah, she just bit her lip.
It's just like
Okay, the little girl, that's more upsetting. She looks like she's just, why the fuck does my mom and my dad make me
and
come
this
and film this
wind
shit?
just knocks on their hair, and they're sitting there all gracefully. Yeah, it's just a compilation of them.
Is that Mexican Mia Khalifa?
Fuck,
That's
I don't
what it
know,
looks
maybe.
like.
Well, y'all need to look up compilations.
Mia
of Rosa de Guadalupe dramatics.
Khalifa's. Arriba. Okay. They tried to cancel Speedy Gonzales and they failed.
We're not talking about that.
So today is April 12th that we were filming this. It's official. As of today, I signed my contract. We got a pro fight on May 14th. What up, champ? God, I hope I don't get knocked out. That would be very unfortunate because
This one's airing after the fight, so that we can
just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
No, I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah, first fight professionally.
Yes,
First professional fight.
So after that last smoker, which we talked about on here, Landon, Derek, and I kind of sat down, and they're like, "Look, if you're doing that to a dude who outweighs you by 32 pounds."
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna tear some people up at light heavyweight on like the regional circuit. Plus, Landon was like, "Look, there's no."
Because that last fight, you didn't put on weight, right? You fought at what,
I fought like, I showed up that day with food and water in my stomach at 220 on the dot. So I was probably fasted 217 or so.
Mm-hmm.
So this time I am fighting at 205. It is a sanctioned bout, so I have to weigh in at 205.
And weigh-ins is the day before.
Weigh-ins is the day before, so it's the 13th. So I have exactly about 4 weeks and a day to make weight. So what that entails is basically I'm going into a calorie deficit. I'm up in my training. So ideally, I would like to weigh 210 or so the day before the fight, and then we'll hop in the sauna in the morning, cut the extra 5 pounds, yada yada yada, right? So that's the end all goal. But obviously, as close to the weight as I can get, the better, because I don't want to have to cut a ton of water. It's just gonna be like I have to go into hardcore diet mode now, because this was kind of last minute, because they had their card built out as of April 1st. I reached out to the promoter. I was like, "Yo, I didn't know y'all were doing this. I'm just looking for an opportunity, yada yada." And I hounded his ass on Facebook. And luckily, that was part of the reason why he signed me. Is he was like, "Look, I have people who DM me every single day. They're always looking for a fight, and they never really want to they never really follow up on it when I make an offer." He was like, "You were so persistent." He goes, and then I sent him videos of my smokers, and he was like, after watching those, we were like, "This guy looks fun, and he looks fun to fight this guy." And he goes, "Me and my brother sat down, and we talked about it, and we would love to work with you." And I was like, "Dope." So it's just a 1-fight contract, obviously, because this is my first fight with them. They want to see how I do, yada fucking yada. And then I am getting paid for it, of course. Is it what I want? No. But I was like, look, this first fight, I don't even care about the money. It doesn't fucking matter. I would fight pro for free. That being said, it's only because like I needed this opportunity, because then when I tell other promoters, hey, I'm 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 as a pro Muay Thai, they're like more likely to sign me, and like they'll entertain me way quicker once I have my record up. Right? So that makes it a lot easier. That, of course, I want to fight with them a couple times. They put on shows pretty decently, and it's like, cool. If y'all want to give me like 3 or 4 fights a year, let's do that, and then I'll go and move on eventually. But so, yeah, I got to make 205. I'm probably sitting at, with my sweatpants on and just having ate and drank right before it, I was sitting at like 223 on a shitty scale at my parents' house. I think it's off by actually 2 pounds, so it's probably 221. So the goal is peel off like, fasted I'm probably 220, 219. So if I peel off 3 or a little under 3 pounds a week, I'll be in a good spot, and that's pretty doable. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have a 24-hour fast every week for the next 3 weeks. I'll probably choose like my rest day for that, and then I'll do like a bunch of therapies at work and all this stuff, and then I'll take a 24-hour fast, pull off, and that should definitely help too. Plus it'll help keep my body right, keep my stomach straight, and all that stuff. If you haven't looked into fasting, definitely go look into fasting. It's so beneficial for the body. And then just go pretty much low calorie.
We are not medical personnel.
I'm not medical personnel. Do it at your own risk.
Do it
at your own risk. There you go. That's the best thing for you.
And do your research, because it's actually really is good for you.
It's interesting when you actually look into it. That being said, it's not great for. I mean, every person's different. Yeah,
We'll play everything on captions. Like,
just crawling up the entire time.
I don't know if we can use that song, but
yeah,
it'll be us singing the song.
Yeah, it'll be us going.
We'll work.
Sorry. Yeah. So it's now here's the kicker, right? You know, this thing has been going on for the past year now, and because of that, this is local. This is in Arlington that I'll be fighting. So it's great.
It'll be in Texas
Live. May 14th, Texas Live. I'll actually put a link down below to tickets or the pay-per-view if you want to buy it. But it's going to be happening at Texas Live. So I was getting to a point that I was so ready to have a fight booked and have something to look forward to and train for. Because, like, dude, I'm a psycho. I want to fight, like, every 2 months, honestly. Like, I legitimately do. I would love to be in a rolling camp.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's what we can wind up doing. But I was reaching out to people from Oklahoma, Arkansas. Like, Oklahoma wouldn't have been bad. And I know my close people would have gone and seen it. Because it's like a 2.5 hour drive from here. It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's just like if I fought in Austin, basically. So, yeah. So I'm grateful that it's in Arlington. That being said, plus I was like, I get to sleep in my own bed at night. And so, turns out, they have to quarantine me and my cornermen. They have to quarantine me and my cornermen in a hotel the day before. So I go and weigh in, and then they go send us into a hotel and quarantine us
for a day.
Yeah, I don't exactly know why.
I don't think that follows any CDC.
That's apparently just what's being asked by them. I don't know if it's the.
I mean, if that's something they're doing, like, good for them, but
I don't know if it's by
it doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, I don't know if it's by the Texas State Athletic Department or what, but yeah, that's what they're requiring us to do. So I just talked to Landon. Luckily, he's got 4 weeks to figure it out with his kiddos and everything like that. And then
we got to get him on here.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get. I'll see if he can do next week.
Cool.
And then. If we can do Monday again, that'll work perfect. And then I've got to talk to Derek about that tomorrow because he wants to be in my corner, but it's like with his work and everything, it's like, hey, you won't be able to leave the hotel until we fight the next evening. And I say we fight because this is a whole effort, okay?
And those two have been helping you.
Dude, okay. And I've probably already done this before, and I have so much, like... I've never been like, I think it took me ages to get this long and to like see what y'all have done for me and been there for me, and I've never had this much gratitude in my life before for the people around me, because I have so many people. I dealt with so many fucking shitty people that treated me like shit, or were temporary friends, or were fake as fuck my entire life. And now I have y'all around me. Y'all are my fucking family. And it's so genuine, and y'all make me feel so loved and appreciated. And I'm just so grateful for all of you. And you too. And then Derek and Landon, I came to them literally, I think about a year ago, and I was like, look, I've been bodybuilding for 3.5 years. It's always felt weird to me, like it wasn't exactly something right. Every single time I watch fights and see people I used to train with, whatever it may be, in the UFC or fighting in some organization, I get so amped the fuck up. And so, like, I get anxious for them when it's people I know fighting, but when I'm watching fights, I'm just like, I could kick that guy's ass. I've trained all that time. I stopped fighting. I know I can be at a high level with these guys with what I know already and just what I need to tweak. reached out to Landon and Derek, and I was like, hey, getting done with bodybuilding. It's never exactly felt right. Every single time I watch fights, it's made me want to come back to fighting. And I told them both, I was like, Landon, would you be my head coach and my kickboxing, Muay Thai, and jiu-jitsu coach? And Derek, would you be my boxing coach? And they both said, they're like, yes, cool, no fucking problem. And they've been there for me so much. I mean, we've done so much training together and shit for the past year. It's been great, and they've just been beyond supportive of me. They told me they both do it because they believe in me and shit, and it means a lot. And yeah, after the last smoker, Landon sat down and he was like, let's take a fight, dude. He was like, 205. He was like, you fought a dude at heavyweight. You beat his ass. You almost knocked him out in the last round, and you're not a heavyweight. He was like, you were a natural 205er. Like, you can make that weight with no issue. I was like, yeah. And he was like, look, there's no point in us... there's no point in us taking amateur fights. What's the point in you getting brain damage for free? You've had 2 smokers. You've looked fucking fantastic in there. Like, if I didn't have Landon and Derek's full blessing, I wouldn't be taking a pro fight yet.
Right,
but they're also... There's a lot of coaches that have schools and their name rides entirely on the few pros that they have, so they take forever to let someone go pro and fight pro. And they're like, oh, you need to take amateur fights. You need to do this. It's really bad in boxing, where... There's a guy I know is I'll leave his name out, but I was talking to him one time after one of his pro fights. This is when I was like 19 and he was 24, 25.
And he was one of the coaches, or he was one that was actually training to fight?
No, he was fighting. So I met him at Title Boxing Club. He was a coach there, but he was actually a professional boxer. And I told him, I was like, how many amateur fights did you have? And he was like, 70 something. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, from like 8 until I could legally fight at 18. And I'm like, dude, that's even if you won, which I think he was like 70 and like 4 or some shit like that. I'm like, even with that record, that's a lot of damage for nothing.
Yeah.
Especially as a little kid, that's a lot of damage for nothing. And we just don't see the point in, like, I've done these smokers. If Landon and them feel confident for me, then I feel confident too. So today we trained outside. The key things, obviously, I need to get my cardio up. We watched his last fight today. Because
you guys watched your opponents?
Yes. Okay. He's 1-1 as a Muay Thai pro, decision win, decision loss. And we watched this last fight. If you see this, my bad, bro. He's slow. He's gonna be smaller than me. He's like 6 foot. Probably doesn't cut any weight to make 205. I'm 6'2". I'm gonna be cutting about 15 pounds to make 205. Most of that will be body fat, not water, so it's not gonna be really a disadvantage. He's smaller than me, and he's slow. He's really doesn't have any heavy hands. I'm not going to reveal my game plan here just in case he has someone who watches this. But how he fights, and we saw in this last fight, is like not a good way to fight me. So,
you just gave away your whole plan.
It's not a good way to fight.
Yeah.
And I don't think he has time to adjust or has learned in this time how not to do it that way. I'm gonna fight like Landon, basically. I think that's the counterintuitive after what I'll tell you everything else.
Yeah.
Anyway, because I don't want to spoil anything. May 14th, buy the fight, come see the fight, whatever it is. It was kind of funny. I was talking to Darren Woodson, and he was like, "Yeah, when are you fighting next?" And I was like, "I don't know yet." He was like, "Let me know." I was like, "Is a fucking Super Bowl champ gonna come and watch me fight, like, to support me? What the fuck?"
That'd be dope.
I was like, I would just rub that in my brother's friend face. Hey, my friend Darren Woodson's here to watch me fight. Are you a professional athlete who's friends with the Super Bowl champion? No? Oh, that sucks. Just to piss him off. But yeah, man, so we're fucking excited. 4 weeks, it's so nice. The second I got off the phone with, shout out to the Bussey brothers who own XKO, Thomas and Chris Bussey. Thomas, you're the shit, bro. Thank you for this fucking opportunity, man. Thank you so much. We just got off the phone earlier today. He sent me my contract and everything. He told me like a lot. He was like, you were really persistent when you were DMing me on Facebook. He was like, and I appreciate how you were just like, look, I'm looking for an opportunity. He was like, you didn't say you're looking for like money. You didn't say you're looking for fight. He was like, you're getting paid. He was like, but the fact that you said you're looking for an opportunity and you were persistent with me and you were asking all the right things. And he goes, and me and my brother watched your fight. We were very impressed by you. We think you're going to be fun as hell. And we think you fighting this guy is going to be fun as hell. And I was like, dope, man. That sounds great. I appreciate it. And so I was like, look, I told him to, I was like, I'm not even fucking worried about the money this time. It's just like I said on Facebook. I am looking for an opportunity. That's it. Because we know once I want to know in professional Muay Thai, every other promoter, the second I say, yes, I'm a professional, I have a record, they're going to be like, cool, let's book you for a fight. Here's like a highlight of what I did. And they're going to be like, awesome.
Yeah.
And then we'll negotiate and stuff going forward there, money-wise. Which, I'm not getting a manager or anything. This is what I do. Like,
2.5 million and we don't fucking show. I get 10%. We work at this. I got you, bro. We ain't getting no fucking bookings.
We'll eventually have sponsors for this podcast since it can be ridiculous. That's another thing. But so yeah, I mean, going forward, I do sales and stuff like that. One of my prime things is negotiating, and it's like I know my value. I can be my own manager.
Yep.
It's no point I don't mind reaching out and sending some emails and shit. It's not an issue. That being said, too, since it was kind of late note, it is a late. Let's face facts. It's a late notice fight because normally
4 weeks to prepare.
Normally you want 8 to 12. Landon and I would probably do 12 because I like to be prepared. But I mean, it's being said, if I'm fighting every 2 months, then 8 weeks is what I'm going to be used to.
Right.
Which either way, as long as I'm in fight shape, that's all that matters. But yeah, so it is late notice. So traditionally you would go and you would get sponsors and you would have a flyer and all this stuff. I'm not doing that this time for a couple reasons. One, I have a lot of shit I have to get done before the fight. I've got all my medicals I have to do, and I have to do those very, very quickly. Two, I want to be, outside of my job, I want to be entirely focused on the fight. So it's like, I'm going to have everything balanced where I'm going to see all of y'all, and then my life is going to be work, training for the fight, and then seeing y'all. And like, that's it. Yeah. So I'm going to make sure I find that balance because I'm not just going to ghost everybody for 4 weeks. But yeah, it's going to be... What the fuck was I talking about?
I have no clue.
Oh, shit. Anyway, yeah, so we're excited about this. We've got 4 weeks from the time that we're filming this. Until the actual fight itself, and of course we'll talk about it right after the show. If I get fucking knocked out,
you were talking about sponsorships and why you're not.
Sponsorships. So I'm not doing sponsorships just because I don't want to spend my time doing that. That's gonna take a lot of time with scrounging and hunting for this. And it's like, look, this fight to me was not about money. This one, it's my first one. It's about the opportunity. It's about getting a name on a record. Going forward, when I have more prep time and I get more context off this, because listen to me when I tell you this, I am going to put on a fucking show. You are going to want to see this. I'll make a prediction. Ooh. Mystic Maxis! Breaking news. I will make a prediction. I'm going to knock this guy out within the first 2 rounds. Okay. And we're doing 3 threes. Weirdly, we watched his last fight. They had a 2-minute break in between the rounds. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you're going to give me 2 whole minutes to recover? Holy shit. Because usually 60 seconds. So you usually how fights goes. It goes 3 minutes with a 1-minute break, and then 3 minutes with a 1-minute break, 3 minutes, and then end. So when you sit there for that minute, it's for your corner to give you advice, for you to recruit, for you to take a small break, for them to bring swelling down on whatever bumps or bruises you may have on your face.
Catch your breath.
Catch your breath a little bit too. But yeah, you don't realize how quick that is until you're actually a part of it.
It goes by fast.
And you're like, when you need to slow down and you need to catch your breath and you need to relax and you need to listen to your coaches, and you're like, it feels like you sit down and you're like, okay, what do I need to do different? Okay, you need to stick with the jag 10 seconds. What? Like, that's how fast it feels in between rounds. For the most part, I'll tell you this, like, every single time I've fought, I look at Landon and I'm like, did I win? Because I don't remember the fight. Not saying I'm concussed, but it goes so quick. It goes so fast.
Like, you probably black out from the adrenaline.
I'm in the moment.
That's in like it slowly comes back to you.
Well, here's the thing, and this is what I'll tell you is, I don't think I'm ever like straight up adrenaline up when I've done this. I think this time around it may be a little bit different, But one of the main things we focus on is remaining calm as possible. Because here's the thing: is whenever you fight, you want to be as calm as possible. Fun science fact for you: when you are angry, you actually lose like 70 to 80% of your brain power for whatever reason because of what's released in your brain when you're angry. When you're angry, you're stupid.
Is that why you don't make great decisions when you're angry? Yeah. I'm not calling any names.
I thought you were talking shit to me. I was about to say, what the fuck?
No names.
But yeah, that's part of the reason why is whenever you get angry, you actually use much less knowledge than you actually have. A lot of people don't know that. So whenever I've heard people like get angry before a fight, it's like you're an idiot. That's not how fighting works. You want to actually be as calm as possible. So like, besides a light warm up that Landon and I will do before we do this, because for some reason light warm ups work best for me. And it's just focusing on the breathing, having him stretch me out, and just really focus on the breathing. We'll start doing Wim Hof stuff and just put music in my ears, Wim Hof breathe, and then they'll go in there. And that's going to be the game. That's going to be how we go into this fight, too. But, dude, this is going to be different. I'm going to have a walkout song, and there's going to be a fucking big-ass crowd.
Do you have
Texas
a
Live,
list
dog.
of songs you're going to walk out?
I already know what it is.
Is it something that you're willing to give to the fans?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
What are you walking out to?
Okay, I lied. I have, like, 2 options.
Okay, so say top 3, that way.
Top 3, okay. They're all DMX. And you get this. So I got the call last week that they had me an opponent, but they didn't have me a contract. And I was like, until I have a contract, I'm not taking this that seriously, right? So they called me last week, and I started like listening to songs. I'm like, I already know who I would walk out to. I was like, I would walk out to DMX. I fucking love DMX. He is my favorite rapper of all time, 100%. And he's just got those songs. And it wasn't until Friday that I'm driving to work. And Friday or Saturday?
I think it might have been Friday.
Friday. I'm driving to work and I'm listening to X Gon Give It To You as I'm pulling into the parking lot. That second I get out, I check Instagram to do some promotion for work, and the first thing I see is DMX died of medical failure after his heart attack a few days ago. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I loved that man. I love that man's music. He is fucking awesome.
It goes so hard.
Well, it doesn't go. See, here's the thing:
it gets you wrapped.
He makes such good music that people are just like, "Oh, these are bangers. You can listen to these club." If you listen to what he's saying lyrically, dude, he was a master lyricist. He was so good, but everybody like just dug his voice. Hurt, motherfucker. You think this a game? You think that's a fucking game? Like people just listen to his voice and they're like, this dude is hype as shit. But if you listen to the lyrics, he's got some incredibly deep or really well-rounded lyrics. Like, he's an amazing lyricist. So my options are X Gon Give It To You.
Okay. Great choice.
I know, right?
Great
it's just such
choice.
a good life. One a lot of people are less familiar with, and there's a reason behind it. Because this was kind of fucked up that I was thinking, like, in my career, fight-wise, I want to walk out to stuff that has, like, a hidden meaning. So I was thinking of walking out to Who We Be.
Okay.
Because, you know, the chorus is, they don't know who we be, they don't know. And then he starts being like, he raps off every reason you should know who he is. Anytime I've talked to promoters and told her we are Team NFG, they're like, oh. And then I have to claim Landon's coach's gym so they actually have something to Google. Y'all, so many people, and we've had, you know what, I'm gonna voice this. We've had people we know that talk shit about Landon, Derek, and I. Saying that, oh, y'all train in a gym at LA Fitness. Oh, y'all are doing that. Who the fuck are y'all? Y'all don't actually have a team. You don't actually have a gym. You have no fucking idea how fucking good Lana Keohi and Derek Middleton are as coaches. None of you, unless you've trained with them, have any fucking idea how good they are. So if you want to talk shit, watch me knock this motherfucker out on May 14th and understand that is because of them. That is because of them. Because they're the best coaches and teachers I've ever had in my life. And I mean for me. Like, you can give me Harvard professors and all that stuff. They know how to teach and coach me.
Yeah.
I'm ADHD as motherfucker, dude. And I get very frustrated with myself very quickly. They know how to handle me better than anyone I've ever met.
Especially when Derek throws you like a 20
punch. So Derek will literally throw me like a 20 punch combo, and I'll go and I'll fuck it up and I'll be like, fuck, shit. And what's weird is I never get mad at anybody. I get frustrated with myself semi-frequently, but especially in moments like of something I'm so passionate about as fighting, I'll get frustrated with myself in training. And like I'll punch a bag or some stuff and he's like, stop. Breathe. Break it down in the first 6. Cool. Let's do the next 6. Cool. Let's do the next 6. Cool. Let's start from the beginning. Put it all together. Let's do this. And they just know how to approach me so calmly, methodically, and just get me back to level so quickly. They're so fucking good. So here's the thing: is come May 14th, watch how fucking, I hate saying this because it sounds cocky, but it's something I'm confident in. Watch how fucking good I am, and that I can and I am going to knock this dude's goddamn head off. And that's because of those two men right there. And then tell me you don't know who the fuck Team NFG is. Because guess what? They're going to hand me the mic afterwards. Guess what? First thing I'm going to say, shout out to fucking Landon Keohee and Derek Middleton and fucking Team NFG. We're the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. Come train with us. What you got next for me, Bussy Brothers? That's how that's going to go.
And then we're going to take this show on the road.
Yes. Japan, baby.
Sheesh. Hey,
dude, here's the thing: is you get booked up with 1FC or something like that. Is they'll pay for my coaches and then any part of my marketing team to come with me, my professional photographer, and let's go travel the fucking world together.
Let me get that green card first.
Well, yeah,
I gotta be able to travel.
1FC ain't calling me in the next 6 months.
Yes,
it'll be.
We'll figure it out.
A year or so down the line. But yeah, so the second song is "Who We Be," and the third song, as a tribute not only to DMX, who is my favorite rapper of all time, but to my biggest fight inspiration, Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva always used to walk out to "Ain't No Sunshine" by DMX.
Okay, that's dope.
And if you listen to "Ain't No Sunshine," it's just dun 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 dun. It's dark and hell is hot. Ain't no sunshine when it's gone.
So dope, dude.
And then
his Christmas album was crazy cool.
Yeah, the first few minutes or first few lines, he even talks about knocking somebody out in that clip, and I'm like, I'm deciding between the three, but yeah, I can't fucking wait, dude. I'm so excited, to be able to walk out to that and just it's gonna be interesting how I'm gonna see with that larger crowd, because Texas Live is a big fucking place. It's a big place.
Yeah, I'm
curious how they're gonna set it up too.
Oh, I'm taking my camera, bro. I'm getting some dope shots.
Yes, please. But no, I mean, like, is it going to be where that TV and bar section is, and you're just going to have 3 levels of people? Or is it going to be outside? If it's outside, because it'll start heating up in May. Even if, though, I'll probably be on the main card since it'll be a pro fight, so we won't go on until like 8 or 9. I'm going to tell everybody who wants to come see me when to show up. Show up at the start of the card, just in case.
I did that.
Just so you know. The girls did it too. The girls were leaving as I was starting my first round. It's like, I swear to God. But that was an accident, the first one. Everybody showed up on time, the second one. But yeah, so if it's outside, that's going to be hot. I don't think they're going to do that. But I've been in Texas Live, and I don't know. Other than, that middle section where the big TVs are, that's the only place I could think to put it. Is on the bottom floor there, and have like a couple tiers of people watching. I'm pretty sure that's
where they've had it before, right?
I don't know.
They've had boxing.
I need to check. I'm going to look it up because I'm very curious.
Tell me about that.
Oh, yeah, because when I watched his last fight, he was inside. Wait, no, that was at a private event. That wasn't at Texas Live. We'll figure it out.
That'll be dope anyways.
But yeah, so I hope it's not outside. But yeah, basic breakdown. It's 205 pounds, professional Muay Thai. Those of you who don't know what Muay Thai is, a lot of you probably only know what boxing and MMA is. So Muay Thai, first off, doesn't have a big enough American presence. It's embarrassing that it doesn't. Like, it's so fucking fun to watch. In Muay Thai, there's no groundwork. That being said, you have punches, you have elbows, you have knees, and you can throw kicks. It's called the art of the 8 limbs. And the reason why is because you have 8 different points of contact on your body. So, same rules as kickboxing, except they add in elbows, essentially. And I can throw spin and shit. Which is going to be fun.
That's what I got. It's going to be a knockout to the head.
Yeah.
With the kick.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying.
Stop telling my game plan. Yeah, I'm going to head kick knock him out. Yeah. That's pretty much the goal right now. And I know, I was watching him and I was like, I know exactly what I'll throw it to. And this dude didn't look that flexible. All he threw was like leg kicks. I don't even think I think he may have thrown one body kick. I'm not spoiling the game plan, but I'm not.
Just show up.
I know he
watch.
can't head kick me. There's a lot of advantages I have here, and I don't see any disadvantages I have.
Yeah.
So we're very, very excited
That's gonna be dope,
to do this.
I'm looking forward to it.
Plus, it's like a lot of gyms and teams don't even have any pro fighters out of their gym. It's like our fucking gypsy ass team where we just travel in caravans to different gyms
And you're doing
park
your first
up,
pro
and,
fight
and
already.
we'll have a pro fighter on our team. But yeah, so I'm excited, man. It's gonna be
It's
fun.
gonna
I
be
can't
dope.
wait to do that.
It's gonna be fun.
And it's gonna be nice. Just it's gonna be nice, man. It's gonna be nice. And after that, I want to fight staying healthy like every 2-3 months. My foot's like all the way back to normal now that I've been kicking on it really hard lately a lot and hasn't even phased me. So provided we don't do what we did for our first smoker, I'll go into this injury free, which is the goal. But we know we just probably the last 2 weeks we'll completely stop hard sparring, and I don't even know if I'm gonna hard spar this camp actually, but we'll do a lot of shadow soft sparring and make sure I'm always wearing shin guards and stuff so I don't get another bone bruise on my shin like I have before. But yeah, I mean, we're excited. Landon and I pretty much sat down today and we're like, Landon's fucking hilarious. And so we're watching and he's just like, ugh, like with how the technique was in this last fight. And he goes, if you don't knock this guy out in the first 2 rounds, I'm going to be disappointed in you. And I was like, don't put pressure on me, you jackass. And he was like, this guy fights exactly like the kind of people you fuck up, though, with zero effort. And I was like, that's all we need. So, yeah, May fucking 14th. I'll put the link in the bio if you want to buy the pay-per-view or buy tickets. XKO Texas Live, Arlington, Texas, May 14th.
It's gonna be a blast.
It's gonna be fun as fuck. I can't wait, and I'm gonna be so fucking excited. And it's like I'll definitely want to hang out and watch the rest of the card, and we can all get fucked up, and enjoy it after. Because I'm not gonna have any cuts or anything. It was funny when I was talking to Thomas, and literally we had just gotten done training, just gotten done watching the fight footage of this guy from this last fight, and Thomas was like, "Yeah, you get this much for showing up, this much for winning the fight," and I was like, "Cool, so I'm gonna get 2 checks. Good to know." And I heard him just kind of go, and I was like, yeah, you like that shit.
Confidence.
You know you do.
The confidence.
But we'll see. I'm obviously going to promote the hell out of this for them to show, like, I have a lot of value on the other side of things, too. That I can
Especially
bring
people
y'all
show
people.
up.
Yeah. But yeah, man, so I'm fucking excited. You're going to be there, which will be great. I can't wait. This will be your first one live of watching me fight.
Yes.
Do you think you're going to be nervous?
Kind of, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know people aren't going to wear masks, so like it's not gonna. No, fuck no. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Like if I were to be in your corner, like possibly. Mostly because I've never been to a fight live.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know what to expect.
Okay.
But I'm not nervous for you or nervous that something's gonna happen. I know you're gonna go in there and kick ass. So
I love those guys so much.
It is what it is, man. It's true.
Yeah, it's funny because I asked that to people. Because for me, if I'm watching people that I just trained with once or twice when I was like, that left good impressions on me when I was like 19 or whatever, or if it's anybody I know, I get so fucking anxious when they fight. I chew my nails off. Like, I can't sit down.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just not... When I watched my old sparring partner get knocked out in the UFC, I almost teared up. I was like, this... Because he was the nicest guy to me.
I was there for that. We watched it at your parents'.
Oh, yeah. James got knocked out. I was having a bad time after that. Like, I could not recover from that. And so, yeah, but no, I appreciate that. That means a lot.
Yeah, man.
My mom almost shits herself every single time I fight.
Yeah, but that's different.
It's hilarious. Yeah, you're gonna have to like hold her in place. Last time she watched the fight from outside the gym through the window because she just couldn't.
Serious?
Yes, next to a guy who was trying to sell.
Well,
her
I
weed.
don't think any mom would appreciate watching their kid get smacked.
Yeah. Meanwhile, my dad's like, David from across the street's coming, and he's gonna bring his kids, and I'm like,
yeah. It's just a mom thing, man. They don't like seeing that. So
Tommy originally objected to me fighting too, but then once he saw that I'm good at it and I was gonna do it wherever the fuck
And you
he
fucking
chose to
enjoy
or not.
it, you know?
Yeah, he was like, okay, fine, whatever.
Good.
We'll show up. I'm like, cool, man. Appreciate it. But it's gonna be nice to talk shit to my brother. Fight. Are you a professional athlete? No,
I think so.
I'm friends with Darren Woodson and Byron Jones. Oh my god, if he shows up and he showed up for me, my brother and my dad would shit their pants.
I want to see that.
Would actively shit their pants.
I legit want to see that.
Actually, I might be meeting Zeke and Zeke and Dez this month. So I'm gonna see if be like, hey, y'all want to come to my fight?
Just tweet at him.
I show up with half the Cowboys roster. Hey, shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. What up, Zeke? My boy coming out to rep. Dude, that'd be so dope.
Up, taking photo ops with everybody.
That would be fucking cool as shit, man.
That'd be dope.
Romo's cousin might bring Romo.
To what?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I'm friends with Romo's cousin. He comes to one of our stores.
Oh yeah, he used to go to Larry's.
Who?
Romo's cousin.
Andy?
Mm-hmm.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so Andy and I have gotten really tight because he introduced me to Byron Jones and all these guys. And he was like, oh yeah, I'll definitely come out. I'll see if Tony wants to come too. What?
He's doing commentary.
I don't know what the hell's going on. He could be a punter. He kicks pretty hard. He could be a punter, Mike.
That guy's hitting the other guy.
Yeah. He did something. Oh God, did he just hit him with his elbow? Holy shit, that's a thing. What the fuck? That would be funny as shit. But yeah, so we're excited and this is going down, man.
It's gonna be dope. We're gonna do a before and after on that.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I want to do that I think would be really cool if you want to do it. I'll see if I can come out to like the crowd before I fight, or if I can get you backstage and you do a before photo and an after photo after I fight, like do portrait style. I'll show you what I mean. The UFC does them now with a lot of people and it just looks really cool where it's like you see the marks and shit like that.
Yeah.
I can make some cheesy post after, be like, everybody wants to be a fighter until you push in the fucking face.
You're fucking ripped up and shit.
I'm not going to. There's no way. Watching this fight, I was like, this dude's got pillow hands. He's not throwing elbows. Meanwhile, I got these sharp ass fuckers right here that
people don't know, dude. Like if you get hit with an elbow,
that's different.
But that's the
different
thing.
Same thing with a knee.
So a lot of people think that when you hit with the elbow, you're hitting them with an elbow.
Yeah.
You're scraping.
It's slicing.
You're slicing.
Well, there's two different thoughts on it. So once I get off air, I'll tell you a move I'm thinking about doing on him that would be fucking devastating. But so there's in Muay Thai, there's like two different kind of elbows. So there's a front elbow. So if it's with your lead hand, it's just so it's like throwing a jab with your elbow. So it's it's just to like cause a hematoma and cut people. It's probably not going to knock you out. There's some guys that can just really quickly and they can really do some damage to people. Most part, it's just like throwing a jab just to cut them open, just to like elbow them in the eye or some shit like that. The other one is more of a slice. So it's like up to down. So when you do it slowly, it's up to down. And that's more of a slicing. So I'm aiming for somebody's cheek or something like that.
And you're just basically gracing that.
Yes. And the third is what's called a stunt elbow. So pretty much it's I get to an angle or something like that. I set up a combination like a 3-1-2, and then I pretty much come straight forward like this and then turn it down at the end. So I'm landing like straight like that, and then I'm pushing down at the end. So it's like a cross, but with your elbow. So that one is more straight on. It's more of a hook with an elbow. So it's like I'm trying to connect here. So the slice, I'm trying to connect at the top of your eyebrow or like at the cheek. With the front, I'm aiming for your nose. It's all good.
Bro, I wasn't ready.
Good. With the front elbow, I'm aiming for like your nose or your eyebrow area, and then with the hook elbow, I'm basically bringing it down right along your chin to hit that button and snap your neck around.
And that's when you get knocked down.
You can also aim for the temple and a couple other spots too.
And you can just kill him if you hit him in the temple.
Yeah, true. Your temple's over here, but
that's what I said.
Yeah.
My glasses. No,
but yeah, it's funny as shit. I'm gonna fuck with them too because Landon and I have this thing of we don't know why, but we like to punch each other in the thigh, like right above the knee. We'll just sit there and throw a jab right above the knee, and it's like fuck you. And like I met one other person who did it, and then he threw a hook to my knee. I was like, hey, my guys likes fucking with people. What's up, champ?
They're punching people in the leg.
Yeah, it's just sitting there. And it's just like right to the knee, and they're like, huh, it's not gonna hurt.
Throws them off.
So and that's the key thing. So it's gonna be boxing gloves. I'm not sure if it's gonna be 10s or 12s though, but either way, I'm fast as shit in 16s. And I train with weighted gloves on. Yeah.
That's gonna be a good.
Yeah. And all my shit is blocked on social media because I date crazy women, so you can't find me. Yeah. Oopsie. Shit. I'm gonna talk so much shit after this fight,
know,
too.
you are.
shouldn't have sat on the couch. Oopsie.
Somebody's gonna create a fake Instagram just to follow you so they can fuck with you.
I'm completely fucking around, by the way. I'm not letting any fake accounts follow me on. And there's a reason I don't let fake accounts follow me. I'm entirely fucking around. Look, here's the thing. There's every chance that I could get beat in this fight. There's every chance I could get knocked out. No one is unbeatable. No one is. Everybody can get knocked out at any time whatsoever. I'm completely fucking around. We are confident. We do see holes in his game. We do think we can beat him and beat him decisively. I do truly believe I can knock him out. But I could also get finished. You never know. Do I think I'm going to? Hell no. Could I? Yeah, of course. And that's the thing. And that's why I feel like going into fights, it doesn't fuck with me too much. It's because it's like, I understand, hey, I can lose. Guess what? It's not the end of the world. Mm-hmm. Israel Adesanya has losses. John Jones has a loss. It was a bullshit loss because it was a disqualification, but he does. Daniel Cormier has lost. Francis Ngannou has lost. A bunch of high-level people have lost before. Yep. It's not the end of the world. All I can do is learn from it, train from it, and move forward, and that's it. So I'm not worried about it. It doesn't faze me, and I feel like we can go into it with a good head. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so show support, shout out, and come either watch the fight or buy it on pay-per-view. Watch your boy. By the way, this is a really different side of me, so if you get creeped out by how I act during it, I've warned you about it on this podcast before.
Quite a bit.
It's a lot of sticking my tongue out and, like, talking. I look crazy when I fight. Yeah. That's the only good way to put it, is I look insane with how much I enjoy it, and then I do some, like, creepy devil shit while I'm in there. And I mean, I call myself the devil all the time, but just don't. You probably see more of my personality here than what that is. That's just what I'm fighting. I swear to God. Have you ever seen
the movie Cujo? And you just imagine Cujo as a redheaded 6'2", 200 and fasted 17 pounds. That's with more tongue out. That's a thirsty Cujo. 6'2". Yeah, with red hair.
So what I mean with what he means with the tongue thing is, like, anytime someone throws something and they miss on me, or I throw something and I land really well on them, I'll just sit there with my hands up and I'll just like just fuck you, and just do shit like that. I'm crazy. I'm crazy when I'm in there,
and that's gonna throw. I feel like that's gonna throw people off.
Yeah,
like they're ready to hit something else, and it's just a tongue comes out.
Yeah. Oh, and I talk in there too. I talk to people and I fuck with them.
When I watched the last fight, I just kept hearing you talking shit.
Yeah, and it fucks with people's head because it lets them know you're not doing shit to me, you're not hurting me. My mama called me hard-headed for a long time, and she wasn't fucking wrong, dude. I can take a shot with zero issue. If I can take it from someone at 252 pounds, I can take it from a dude who's not cutting weight at 205 pounds with zero question. Yeah, I'm not worried. But yeah, so don't judge me. It's gonna look nuts the way I act in there. I'm having fun, and it's crazy because the second I'm done and that final bell rings, you're gonna see me snap back to, I love everybody. What's up? I love everybody. I'm gonna hug him after the fight. I'm gonna tell him thank you so much for the opportunity. Yada fucking yada, just like I do with every other opponent. Like, I appreciate that you were willing to go to war with me. Thank you. Just the fact that he accepted the fight, I have respect for him. I'm a bad motherfucker.
I would never get in a fucking ring with you. Ever.
Let me leg kick you one time.
No.
I'm going to convince you at the bachelor party.
No, you've leg kicked me before. And that was before you professionally started fighting. So fuck no. Fuck. I've taken like 3 or 4 leg shots from you. And I've taken kidney shots from Derek.
Yeah. Yeah, because
fuck no.
There's been times when Lane and I are
I had a bruise the size of my hip to my kneecap. It was like purple. And I had a pad. Like, I had a kick pad.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. So there was a time when, like, recently Lane and I were training a couple of days ago. And he's sitting there and he was like, okay, do the combination. And then just, like, laid in on my leg. And I was like, okay. And I hit him decently hard. And he goes, yeah, don't land it on my leg anymore. I was like, is this starting to fuck with you? And we were trading shots one time, and he was like, go hard. And I was like, okay. And I got him, and you see him go, and he grabs his leg, and I was like, oh, I made you do that for the first time.
He's got tree trunks for legs.
Dude, and he kicked me full throttle our last training session together. I went down. He had never kicked me full throttle together. I'll show you the video. It's hilarious because you hear it kick and you hear me go, God damn, motherfucker, stop. Okay, hold on, stop. Shit. And I just kind of sat down. I was like, fuck me, man. And he had shin guards on. I'm like, I don't want to take a full throttle kick from you, bare shin. That was a fucking nightmare. Yeah. It was not fun.
Never.
Anyways, come watch the fight. Jose's going to be there. I'm going to be there. After the fight, I promise you, I will get fucking hammered with you. I'm going to get drunk. Win or lose, drunk. Drunk. I'm having a silly goose time, man. Yeah, it's gonna be this. This is, if you haven't met us in person, come meet us. So imagine if we actually had someone walk up to us at Texas Live after I fight.
Look, the only reason we're here is because we watched you.
Hey, I've never met y'all, but we watched Taboo Talk.
That would make my fucking night.
Seriously, right? I'd be like, yo, you're our new friends. Fuck me, the fan. You're a friend. Come and hang out. Yeah. You want to be on the podcast? Our first fans.
Our first fan and podcast.
That would be so dope. Seriously, if you watch this and you don't watch this, please show up to the fight and please do that. Mm-hmm. I will get hard.
I wasn't really drunk, but
and drunk.
Yeah.
Hard and drunk. Tell me you're my fan, and I'll be like, goo. 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 See you guys next time. Like, comment, and subscribe. We fucking love y'all.